Never do this with your money because it will take it away from you. Today we will talk about 7 poor habits that keep you poor and are ruining your life. Before we start, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications and the little bell so you can receive an alert every time I post a new video. That way you won't miss the opportunity to keep learning. Now, let's go with today's instruction. Pay close attention because what I will share is extremely powerful. I hope you are having a spectacular day, shining, growing, expanding, and taking your life to the next level. We will continue to work on essential principles. And today we will focus on the habits that affect your relationship with money. We will talk about the principles of the Saga, the voice of your soul, and the new training called Superconsciousness, a spiritual technology, over 10,000 years old, that has transformed the lives of millions of people around the world. Today we will talk about why money can get away from your life. We will explore things you should not do with your money, and we will analyze the 7 habits that keep you poor. At least in financial terms. It is possible that you are like 99.9% of the people who have problems with money. Either because they do not have enough, because they earn but do not manage to keep it, or because they face great financial instability. You probably feel a great fear of the future, in relation to your economy, which generates stress, and affects your quality of life. Believe me, I understand what you are going through, as I have lived that situation, and I don't wish it to anyone. It is one of the worst things that can happen, to have uncertainty about money and the future. Aristotle said that we are creatures of habit, animals of habit. Regardless of whether you now have a lot, a little, or no money. No one really has nothing. Otherwise they would not be able to survive. Anyone who wants to improve their financial situation, you must develop healthy money habits. The most important thing, no matter how much you currently earn, is that if you want to multiply your income, you must learn new financial habits. You need to develop a healthier, smarter, and more conscious relationship with money. You must dare to change your mindset and your beliefs about it. One of the biggest differences between rich and poor people is in how they think and handle money. That is exactly what we will learn today. The 7 habits you must eliminate from your life because they are keeping you in poverty. Write these habits down. Writing them down, and applying them, will be essential to integrate them into your life. If you only hear them, you will forget them. If you write them down and practice them, you will remember them. And if you apply them consistently, they will become part of your life, changing your economic destiny forever. If you are one of those who have suffered or are suffering from money problems, this video is for you. Let's get started. The first habit that keeps you poor: not saving. The first bad habit that keeps you poor is not saving. Let me be very clear. The most common excuse people have for not saving is that they earn very little money. But, regardless of what you earn, you should always save. To make it easier, use this trick. Save in percentages, not in absolute values. Don't say, "I'm going to save $200 a month," because you might not get to that amount. Instead, say, "I'm going to save 10% or 5% of what I earn." Start with a small percentage. It doesn't matter what. Because the important thing is to build a habit of saving. Why is saving so important? Because life is unpredictable. How many families in the world have faced economic crises? Whether due to pandemics, wars, government changes, or tax hikes, and were not prepared. Living on the financial edge is one of the most risky situations. To start saving, use what I call emotional leverage. Our mind seeks to avoid pain, rather than to achieve pleasure. Use that principle to imagine yourself in the worst possible situation. You and your family losing everything because you have no savings. Imagine being evicted, being left in the street, having to ask for help. Visualizing this scenario can motivate you to start saving immediately. Even if it's only 5% of your income. Always save a percentage, no matter how much you earn. For example, if you earn $100, save 10. If you earn $1,000, save 100. This habit could save your financial life. Don't stick to poor people's excuses. Otherwise you will never change. I became a millionaire because I learned from other millionaires. And I started saving even when I had nothing. Today, I continue to save more than ever because I keep this habit. Save to secure your future, not to spend senselessly. Second habit: Save without investing. Once you have learned to save, it is a mistake to leave money static. Money saved loses value over time due to inflation. This means that every year your money is worth less. Inflation occurs when governments print more bills, making the total value of the economy spread over more money. For example, if there used to be 10 bills representing all the wealth of a country, and now, there are 20. Each bill goes for half. What you have saved in the bank devalues over time. That is why you should not save just to save. You should save to invest. Saving to invest was one of the most important concepts that I learned. So, what to invest in? The first and best investment is in yourself and your personal growth. Study. Learn new skills. Improve your knowledge. This will increase your possibilities of generating more income. When you already have a high income, you can think about other investments like business, real estate, or even stable funds. But first, invest in yourself to ensure that your earning capacity increases. Third habit. Spend money before you have it. One of the most common mistakes is living on credit. Many people resort to credit cards or loans to buy things they can't really afford to pay for. But what's the problem with this? Everything the bank lends you, you have to pay it back, and with interest. For example, if you ask for 10, you will have to pay back 11, or more. This is the bank's business. They are not helping you. They are taking advantage of your need to get rich. Living on credit is living beyond your means. And this keeps you trapped in a cycle of debt. If you can't afford something, it's a sign that you need to generate more income. For example, if you can't pay cash for a car, it's because you don't deserve it yet based on the value you're bringing to the market. This is not a negative thing, but an incentive for you to develop new skills that will allow you to earn more money. A clear example of this bad habit are people who buy high-end cars, Mercedes, BMW, Audi, but work in jobs where they earn an average salary. How do they do it? By credit. The same thing happens with the latest generation cell phones, like iPhones, or Samsung Galaxy, that many people buy on installments, without even earning enough to pay cash for them. This behavior is a reflection of the mentality of appearing wealthy, when in reality, they are sacrificing their economic stability to impress others. It is much more valuable to have real wealth than to appear wealthy. The best way out of this habit is to live within your means, and use the lack of resources as motivation to learn, grow, and generate more income. When you strive to earn more, you can afford things without resorting to credit, and avoid interest, which only impoverishes you more. Fourth habit. Buying brand name clothes to pretend. Many people believe that having brand name clothes is a sign of success. However, big brands are not made for millionaires, but for middle or lower class people who want to pretend to be rich. Real millionaires don't spend on unnecessary clothes or accessories to impress. They don't buy fancy watches like Rolex or expensive handbags because they don't need to show off their wealth. Millionaires value practicality and efficiency, not appearances. This doesn't mean you should buy cheap, poor quality clothes. Buying good quality clothes is an investment. They last longer, and in the long run you save money. But they don't have to be branded. The problem arises when people buy luxury items not because they need them, but to project an image of success to others. This is a mistake because you are spending money that you could be using on things that really add value to your life, like investments or education. Fifth habit. Buying unnecessary things. Another habit that affects your finances is that of impulse buying. Many people spend money on things they don't need and that end up accumulating without use. For example, in the bathroom, shampoos, creams, and products that are left half-used. In the kitchen, food that expires because you bought more than you needed. In the closet, clothes and shoes you never wear. Poverty is not the result of a single big expense, it's the result of small daily habits that, over time, steer you down a negative financial path. But from small, daily habits that over time, set you on a negative financial trajectory. Review your spending and eliminate unnecessary purchases. That money could have been saved and invested in something that will really change your life, like education, personal growth, or a business. Sixth habit. Eating out all the time. One of the most common and unnecessary expenses is eating out too often. Eating at restaurants or constantly ordering food is not only more expensive, but it also affects your health. Although the food you eat out may seem tastier, it is not always healthy. Also, when you eat out, you tend to choose less nutritious dishes, because you are looking for something special, which you normally do not prepare at home. Doing this on a regular basis not only ruins your pocket, but it also harms your health, which in the long run can become an economic problem due to medical expenses. This does not mean that you should never eat out. Once in a while, as a reward for your weekly effort, or on special occasions, it is fine to enjoy a meal in a restaurant. However, doing it every day is a habit that affects both your economy and your well-being. Cooking at home is more economical and healthy, and it will allow you to save money, which you can allocate to more important goals. How to invest in your personal growth, or in a business. 7th habit: vices. The last and most common of the habits that impoverish people are vices: smoking, drinking alcohol, gambling, and in some cases even overspending on activities such as gambling or sex. Vices not only consume your money, they also affect your health and your mental capacity, reducing your energy and productivity. To generate income and prosper, you need to be at your physical and mental best. If you are exhausted, distracted, or wasting time and money on vices, you are decreasing your chances of success. For example, gambling is one of the biggest financial mistakes. Casinos and lotteries are designed so that the house always wins. If you think you will win money by gambling, you are falling into a trap that, instead of making you richer, makes you poorer. Eliminate the vices from your life and use those resources to improve your financial situation. Invest in yourself, in your education, and in activities that increase your skills, to generate more income. Conclusion: change your habits. Change your life. If you are watching this video, this is because you want to transform your financial situation. These 7 habits may be keeping you in poverty without you realizing it. The good news is that you can change them. But the change starts with you. Save a percentage of your income. No matter how much you earn. Use those savings to invest in your education, skills, or a business. Live within your means and avoid unnecessary credit. Don't buy things for show. Buy quality, not brands. Avoid impulse purchases, and focus on what is necessary. Reduce eating out, and prioritize cooking at home. Eliminate the vices that drain your finances, your health, and your energy. Remember, wealth is not just about money. It's about habits. If you change your financial habits, your financial life will change for good. Remember, keep growing and assert yourself. See you in the next video.